Another episode of the Hans Game Show 2.0 has dropped. And when I say it is fiery, I'm not mincing words. We had a confusionist.
God, thank you, Jesus, for what.
We had a lady who loves younger men.
And like really, really young, small boys, yeah.
And we had a man who knew exactly what he wanted.
He just went straight to it. He didn't want to even talk with any other girl.
It's about to go down, guys. I'm about to bring you the tea, the contents, the highlights. You don't have to watch the entire episode, or you don't have to go and watch 2 hours. When are we here? Come on, sit down, relax, enjoy. Let's get right into the mix. All right, before we get into the main highlights, let me highlight my top personalities on the episode 2 of the Hunt Game Show 2.0, male and female. My top personalities, female, one will go to Queen Rosie. Girl, I love the way that girl carries herself. Forget the accent. Just ignore the accent for a minute. That girl, she classy. That girl, she knows what to say. That girl, she's seasoned. That girl, she's on point. My next highlight or my next personality, top personality for the female category will go to Noella Destiny. Noella, that girl, she wild. And she unapologetically so. That girl, she will speak her mind. That character is not very common. I feel like it is common. It exists, but a lot of people don't have the confidence to come out and tell you they love younger men or they love younger boys. A lot of women will not do that. But she doing that with her full chest. Who were the male personalities that did it for me on the show? Number one, you guessed right, Ojuko Koro. He was the drama on the show. That boy, they're supposed to give him, I say boy, sorry, that man or that ancestor was supposed to give him a plaque or say, yes, so give me a plaque and say, okay, Oga, this episode, now you get them. Because what in the hell? What in the My number two persona for the male category, top persona, will also be Kenneth. Kenneth, that guy is a sharpshooter. He knows what he wants. Bang, bang, bang. Make we no waste time. Those are the kind of men I like. No waste my time. Oh, just enter. Pakam, pakam, chakam, come out. No, they ask me plenty questions. No, they do cho. No workings. Now let's get into the highlights of today's show. Now, my very first highlight is the dance between St. Clair and Ninja Maka. I didn't think that St. Clair saw that dance coming because the way Ninja Maka put it all on him, she laid it on thick. She was like, you my man and you going nowhere. Now, when St. Clair walks in, a lot of the girls, a few of them were feeling him. Some felt like he was too, rigid. He said he's into the private sector and they felt like, oh, this guy is too macho. He had all the, necklaces with the guns, giving hard guy. And I'm like, girls, you need to take it easy. This guy might look like a hard guy, but he looks like someone that when he gets in the room with you, he will just be a baby. You see the way he was just smiling when Nigeria Amaka was grinding him. He was just like this. And I'm like, girls, you guys didn't see this thing coming because all they were complaining about was the airport. Now, this guy is a private sector guy, or is a private security guy, sorry. And he had this airport on. And yes, you would imagine that while you're coming on a show like this, why would you have your 2 ears blocked? In his defense, he says, oh, he's connected to some, private security situation, and he needs to be, in constant communication. But before he said that, Nons Miraj was asking him a question like, oh, bro, so are you telling us that if you get a call now at work, you're going to leave this show and just go? And he goes, yeah, I'm going to leave the show. And the girls were like, are you sure this guy can protect me? So if we're spending time together, you're just going to leave me and go like that because you have to be at work? They just had a lot of things going on around there. And I also actually share in their points of view. But again, I felt like they were not seeing the bigger picture that Amaka Naija was seeing, because this girl held on to a balloon. Like, no matter what you people say, no matter what you people do, no matter what you think, I am going home with this man. And home she did. They look good together though. And Naija Amaka, hey, this thing where you carry, it's too much, oh. Give me small now. The second highlight on today's show would be when Oju Kokoro does the famous kneeling down to beg a lady like Davido in order for her to be his. Ha! That was the greatest shock of my life. And I didn't find it surprising coming from an oppressor, a suppressor, a narcissist, somebody who says who he likes to suppress women, somebody who says he's into dwarfs because they are just like, beneath him, somebody who says, he just wants to control women. I don't find that very shocking, to be honest, because, hey, your name says it all. You are Oloju Kokoro. Your eye know they stay one place. Not to talk of how the ladies actually saw him, the looks. They were like, no, you look like an aboki. One said you look like a mafia. One said you look like you like to control women. Another one said you look like a gets man. And to be honest, he actually looked a bit like an upgraded. I'm sorry. He looked like an upgraded gate man, kind of. I mean, just a little above a typical gate man kind of thing. But this guy was the drama on the show, is the confusion is on the show. One minute he says he loves a dwarf, next minute he says he likes a slim lady. One minute he says he wants a beautiful lady, the next minute he says he wants somebody who is not too beautiful so that he doesn't feel like she doesn't start to feel like other men are dragging him with her. And I'm like, what? This show, that session totally became like some physiological or psychological session. It was so much. It was too much mentally, emotionally, physically, and the girls couldn't have it. They all popped their balloons. They're like, no, 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 you're not the one for me, kind of vibe. This guy felt like he wasn't winning a point. And what does he do? Like a typical narcissist, decided to zero in on somebody he considers a prey. But guess what? This prey is not exactly a prey. She might look like a prey, but she will be preying on you. So guess what? He says to say, oh, I like you so much, Jane. I want you. I want you, Jesus. You're the one for me. Oh, he goes on his knees. Okay, I mean, she said, oh, you look like a guy who'll be controlling. Can you actually go on your knees for a lady? And he goes, yeah, I can go on my knees for a lady. He went on his knees and started to beg her, please, be mine. Please, be my wife. And she's like, no, no, you're not my kind of guy. You're not my kind of guy. This guy was literally begging her, literally crawled. He crawled to her, begging her, please be mine. And guess what? Nonce Miraj in a typical way goes, do something. You want to convince a lady, you want to show her she should be yours. Do something now. Instead of him to do something meaningful, he removes his wristwatch and says, take my iPhone wristwatch. Girl, that girl had it in that moment. Jane, mwah. She goes, no, I don't need your wristwatch. You can impress me with money. Money. On the sound of money, Bobo, that energy where Bobo they use big, just calm down. At the sound of money, Baba do reverse. Pam, pam, pam. At the sound of money, Baba do walk of shame out of the stage, basically. Like, he couldn't do nothing. So out of that, please be mine, I'm the man, I'm in control, no workings. Come on, get out of here. On our table of highlights today, the third highlight would be Elvis getting fried, literally, and roasted by Noella Destiny. We all know that Noella loves younger men. So when our Uncle Elvis walked in, she held onto that balloon. She's like, this boy, you a man. I'm a mommy. I'm your mama. I'm gonna be your mama kind of vibe. So she held onto that balloon. And when other girls were, tapping the balloon, busting it. She held on to that balloon. It was time to now ask her questions now. And, why are you holding on to the balloon? And she goes to say, oh, I want to fling with this guy. I don't think he can really offer me anything, but I would hold on to this balloon because, let's just have a fling, like a one night stand, and we just forget it. I think the guy felt a type of way, but to be honest, if the roles were reversed, we know that it would not sound nice if a man is saying that you want a lady for a one night stand kind of vibe. So I understand how Elvis was feeling, to be honest, because everybody was busting the balloon. And the only person that held on to her balloon says that she wants him for a fling. He wasn't having it. Then he goes to ask her, "Oh, what else do you do apart from, one night stands?" I think my darling Noella found that very offended. But you started it, Noella. You started it. So, I mean, you had that coming for you. But hey, I think the guy didn't, Elvis didn't have enough strength actually to come back for Noella because she roasted him. And what do I mean by she roasted him? She goes, "You know what? I changed my mind. I don't even want you for a one night stand no more. I want you for a quickie. I will F you, do a quickie with you, block you, and kick you off." It felt like a character, like some alter ego on display. I felt really bad for Elvis because I mean he just walked out of the place feeling really downcasted. Is there anything like downcasted? Downcasted, and feeling not man enough. It was really sad to see though. Noella, you came too hard on that boy. You came too hard on that boy. You need to take it easy, mama. The next highlight on today's show, K Pounds and Noella. Two people who want to control each other. I feel like Noella finally found her match. The way they ended their love the way they ended their love story that never started was just plain childishness. Look, when make I not bite my tongue. It was just some. I don't even know how to explain it. So K Pounds, another young guy, and of course Noella cannot say no to a young guy, so she holds on to a balloon, right? And then this guy, some other girls are actually feeling this guy, but he had some mommy issues. Now, not mommy issues from himself. He feels like the girl he's going to be with, he doesn't want any lady to be that close to a mom and to talk too much to a mom because he had a past experience with his ex where she was talking so much the mom, to her mom, and that actually led to the relationship crashing. Another thing the lady had against him was the fact that, you know, he felt like money was what the woman wanted. So it was like, oh yeah, just give her money and she'll be fine. And ladies were like, no, we need more. I need more. It's not just about money. But I also feel like it's about money, girls. Girls, it's about money. So girls will tell you they want a provider, they want this, they want that. Then when he comes and tell you, okay, I'm gonna offer you the money, then you get no, it's not about the money. And I want this, I want that. You guys should chillax. It feels like y'all don't even know what you want, especially you, Queen and Rosie. I want to provide. I want to provide. I want 500K allowance. Now somebody's telling you they want to offer you money. You say now you're above the builder. Girl, what's going on? Anyways, Noella and K Pounds found themselves and they were on the stage. Then my announce Miraj was about to ask each of them, is he a yes for you? Is he a yes for that? Well, wait. What's that kiss that K Pound actually gave to Noella? He goes like, mwah, then used the same hand and pecked it on her cheeks. It was really cute though, but I was like, huh? Huh? What is that? Anyways, after the kiss, she goes, I'm really beautiful or something. I can't remember how she put it. And she was expecting K Pounds to just, compliment her and go on and say, she beautiful. And boy, instead of him say he was beautiful, she's beautiful, he goes and say, I'm handsome too. Okay. You're handsome too? Okay. Noella definitely met her match because this is what comes with younger men. Younger men don't feel like, I mean, except they're crazy all over you, crazy like you are their dream girl. They can be all that for you and be, oh, you're beautiful, I want you. This guy was like, I'm handsome. She's like, I'm beautiful. That I'm handsome and beautiful. Now, waiting cause their divorce with that. She goes, you know what? I can actually change my mind. I can pop my balloon. He goes, go ahead, pop my balloon. And she popped it. Was the most childish matchmaking scene I'd ever seen in my life. And now to our final highlight of the day was should I call it a love at first sight between Kenneth and Jane? It felt like a love at first sight, or maybe infatuation at first sight, or something else. I don't know. But this guy walks in, looks at all the ladies, and says, I know what I wanted. Even Nurse Miraj had to confess and said, this is the fastest matchmaking I've ever had in the history of this show, because boy just went in. He had about 6 girls holding up the balloons for him, because I mean he's tall, dark, and handsome. Boy just went in and popped 5 of the balloons and picked one, and dragged her to the stage basically. And Jane was the lucky girl. And they looked really good together. And that dance, was that dance? Was that dance? Girl was not grinding, but she was just like Oh my sweet me, not be small. Love sweet so. Generally speaking, I love the show. Nonce Mirage always doing her thing. She looked very beautiful in that blue dress, regal dress. Very, very beautiful. And of course, the men. This episode was not menning. The man was not manning. The men was not menning. The girl were like a bit, in terms of levels, like levels were just a notch higher than the men, and the men could not really catch up. But again, I'm happy that 2 matches were able to be made. Hopefully, in the next episode, we're going to see what the next episode has to offer for us. But what do you think about this episode? Who did it for you? Which personalities did it for you? What were your highlights? What were your hot moments? Talk to me. Write them in the comment section. Let's hear from you. This is Deborah Waters, and of course, this is my channel. Subscribe.
Subscribe to my channel.